Somebody tell Al Sharpton to hang that phone up. The Target CEO want to meet with Brother Al about why black people not going back into them raggedy ass stores. Al Sharpton, hang that phone up right damn now. The meeting which Target asked for comes after some civil rights groups urge consumers not to shop at Target. Civil rights groups? Shit, we decided that ourselves. Hang that phone up, Al. Now, people can shop wherever they want. I always tell people, can't nobody make me do nothing and I can't make nobody else do nothing. But it's the principle of the motherfucking shit. And so I'm just saying, Target CEO, these people not coming back into y'all stores. They not. Hang that phone up, Al.
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Target CEO is making headlines, not for a product launch, not for a record profit, but for a high-stakes meeting with civil rights leader Reverend A.I. Sharpton. As news spread that Brian Cornell is set to discuss the company's controversial rollback of DEI initiatives, reactions are pouring in from all corners of the internet. Some are calling it a necessary conversation, others are demanding accountability, with whispers of a potential boycott growing louder. So what is really going on behind the scenes, and why is the meeting stirring so much emotion across the country? Let's break it down.
Guess what? Target CEO Brian Cornell is set to meet with Reverend Al Sharpton this week in New York after receiving backlash over the company scaling back its diversity, equity, and inclusion efforts, DEI. Sharpton says civil rights groups are already urging shoppers to stay away from Target, and if the company doesn't recommit to supporting the black community and black-owned businesses, he might call for a boycott himself. He told CNBC, if an election changes your commitment to fairness, then we have the right to withdraw from you. Target requested this meeting. Sharpton listing, but if he doesn't like what he hears, things could escalate and the boycott will continue. So Target is seeking help from Al Sharpton in this time where no one wants to shop at Target. Very few people goes to shop at Target. Does Target CEO think that Al Sharpton will help get the shoppers back to Target? Comment your thoughts and let me know what you think.
Oh, and to that CEO, that's the secret. We don't give a fuck if you was meeting with Al Green. Spending my days. Cause to be gaslit by a company is crazy. Now all of a sudden you want to talk about ending the boycott. Not from the same motherfuckers you say you ain't need the money from. So even if you had a conversation with Al Sharpton, who is AI activist, be on our side. Like he said, you can withdraw and so can we. Whatever you think that you finna talk about to reverse what you done did and said is a negative. We have already made our minds up. The plan has already been set to save. So we not even spending no money, let alone coming to that motherfucker to spend. Y'all was just too loud with the disrespect. Like y'all didn't have to be that disrespectful. Like y'all literally couldn't wait. Now it's taking a toll. Now you want to reverse. Whatever you gonna tell Al, we don't believe you. So we telling you ahead of time. There's no need for the conversation. It's not gonna change anything. Now everybody is, hey, you got some people swayed back in. That's not our fault. They got nothing, we can't save them all. But the majority, we said what we said. We did what we did, and it's gonna stand where it's standing. The fuck?
What's up? You know why America's in this predicament right now? It's because of this. The CEO of Target wants to meet with Al Sharpton. Just take that in. And I know you're probably saying to yourself, what is that going to do? Nothing. It's not going to do anything. It's not going to do anything. They would rather do everything but the right thing. Just do the right thing. Apologize. Invest back into the black community like you said you was going to do during the George Floyd killing. Put your DEI policies back in place. Put people of color back on the shelves. Everything you're doing but the right thing. Al Sharpton does not speak for the black community. He is just one person who has had a voice, but he does not speak for the entire black community. In fact, nobody does. And this cuts deep. And whether or not he's going to speak to Reverend Sharpton or he's going to have a change of heart is nothing to speak to. You know what you did wrong. You know what the problem is? A lot of white Americans think we just want emotionalism. We want tangible things. I don't want a kumbaya. I don't want to, hug each other. I don't want promises. We want tangible things that can make our community great. And just follow through what you said. Okay? No more talking. No more talking.
Target, one of the most popular shopping centers in America, CEO Brian Cornell met up with Reverend Al Sharpton after all of the backlash and loss of business following the scaling back of DEI that Target has followed. Since Trump has been in office, there has been a push to get rid of DEI, and it's no longer legally obligated for these companies to follow. And we've seen this crazy scenario where Target scaled back a lot, and a lot of people stopped shopping at Target to the point that the sales in Target are extremely down. And now in Costco, it's like people are literally leaving from Target to go to Costco. And Reverend Al Sharpton has fought a bunch of political issues in his career, and now he's trying to make this Target another one. And he believes that, DEI was a benefit to the country. And if the CEO of Target is sitting down, obviously he wants to try to do what he thinks is right for the business and maybe as well as the country. And maybe this could result in some sort of equity that may come back or reverse this scale back that they've been doing with the DEI. And I want to know what you guys think about this. Do you think this meeting with Al Sharpton is a publicity stunt? Do you think that there'll actually be some way that people that feel marginalized or targeted by this scaling back will actually see some sort of improvement? We know some of the prices of certain items like eggs was attributed to like a bird flu, this and that. Not everything was attributed to the DEI scale back, like the loss of business and the lack of bonuses with the employees. But I want to know what you guys think about this whole thing. Let me know in the comment section and follow me for more content like this.
KKK Caroline Levitt is 27 American years old, and I'm just finding that out today. Reporting live from the United States of Embarrassment, I have your breaking good news. Buckle up. I want to start off by saying I am in no way age shaming anyone on this platform other than Caroline Levitt right now, okay? I know that genetics and certain factors do play a part in the aging process. She's not getting anything spared, okay? Caroline Levitt is aging faster than a banana in a hot car. Not only that, I didn't even know that she was married to a 59-year-old man, okay? Yeah. The CEO of Target, remember Target? Yeah, whatever. The CEO is said to be meeting with and having a sit down with Reverend Al Sharpton in regards to rolling back DEI. Now, here's the thing. We don't listen to Al Sharpton. Al Sharpton probably was the only person that approved the request to talk because he likes to talk, but we don't listen to him anymore. I'm sorry. So regardless of what happens in that meeting, we are still not listening to him. He is not the voice of the people in the current climate right now. And I'm sorry, but I said what I said. Also, the rollback is not just for people of color. Everyone has stood on business when it came to and when it comes to Target. Thank you. And as always, I will be here to provide you with breaking good news to outweigh the bad.
So Target is now asking to speak with Reverend Al Sharpton. For what reason? We don't know. But Reverend Al Sharpton has not even posted about the boycott against Target. But it shows that Target understands that we ain't fucking around. And they done fucked around and found out. Target, we've been telling y'all for the last couple of months that we are the buying power in the United States. Black people make shit move. We drive the culture. And when you decided to hit below the belt and renege on your DEI initiatives, you didn't think we were going to pull our money back? Baby, we are joking with y'all now. Y'all are not even a protest anymore. Y'all are not a boycott no more. We have normalized not shopping with y'all. It only takes 30 days to actually pick up a habit. And so we as a community have picked up the habit of not even going to your store. And Reverend Al Sharpton has not even endorsed the boycott. But he did criticize Target and warn them that if you fucked up, you may find out. I don't know if it was the hairdo that made you pick him, but pick somebody else. Pick somebody who actually is boycotting y'all. Because Reverend Al Sharpton will not get us to move. Hell, Jesus may not even get us to move. Hell, I don't even know if we'll come back to y'all, honestly, Target. Y'all have shown us y'all true colors. The reason y'all cared about black folks is because it was a trend. It wasn't because it was something y'all actually wanted to represent. The same thing with the LGBTQI community. But good luck, boo.
The announcement that Target CEO Brian Cornell is set to meet with Reverend AI Sharpton has stirred up a new wave of debate across corporate America and beyond. This meeting, reportedly focused on Target's recent rollback of Diversity, Equality and Inclusion Initiative, commonly known as DEI, comes at a pivotal moment when major brands are being criticized for how they navigate cultural, social and political tensions in rapidly changing society. Let's be clear. This isn't just another boardroom chat. When the CEO of one of the largest retail chains in America reaches out to a high-profile civil rights leader like Sharpton, the message is loud and clear. There is pressure and is mounting. According to reports, Sharpton is not just coming to listen, he's coming to express serious concern. He's already hinted at the possibility of a nationwide boycott if Target doesn't clarify or reverse its DEI decision. Now, let's rewind a bit for context. Over the past several years, many corporations, Target included, publicly embraced their policy, often in the wake of events like the George Floyd protests, the Black Lives Matter movement, and increased attention to systemic inequalities. This initiative wasn't just about hiring practice or intel training. They also imparted advice, product displacement, support for minority-owned businesses, and even which causes these companies would publicly support. Well, recently, there has been a noticeable shift in the wake of backlash from various groups, including conservatives, political voices, customers unhappy with certain Pride Month displays, and some investors arguing that they'll hurt the bottom line. Many companies have started quietly scaling back. Target found itself in the crosshairs last year after controversy displayed during Pride Month led to backlash and threats against employees. In response, Target put some items from shelves and has since adjusted its corporate messaging. This rollback, however, hasn't gone unnoticed. Civil rights leaders argue that backing away from their commitments sends a dangerous signal that companies are only allies when it's easy or profitable, not when it's controversial or difficult. And that is where Sharpton comes in. Reverend AI Sharpton has long been a lightning rod in American political discourse. To some, he is a champion of civil rights and a relentless voice for accountability. To others, he is polarizing. But one thing is undeniable, he has a platform and he knows how to use it. If Sharpton calls for a Boy Scout, millions will listen. It wouldn't be the first time, and history shows that when Boy Scouts gain traction, they can cost companies millions, not just in revenue but in long-term brand trust. Now, the reactions to this upcoming meeting are telling. On one hand, progressive and civil rights groups are applauding the move. They see it as a sign that Target may still be willing to listen, to reevaluate its decisions, and to potentially recommit to principles it once championed. They argue that diversity isn't just moral rights, it's good business. Countless studies show that diverse companies outperform their peers, attract broader customer bases, and foster innovation. On the other hand, critics, particularly from conservative circles, are skeptical. Some are framing this meeting as a corporate America once again blending the neo to activism. They argue that companies should stay out of social issues entirely and focus strictly on business. For them, the retreat from DEI isn't cowardice, is a correction. They believe that identity-based initiatives promote division, not unity, and that businesses are finally starting to realize that. But here is the truth. For companies the size of Target, there is no staying out of social issues. Whether they like it or not, they operate at the center of American life. The decisions affect millions of customers and employees, and in the digital age, every corporate move, every statement, every policy change is under the microscope. So what might come out of this meeting? There are a few possibilities. Sharpton may demand a clear and public commitment to DEI from Target with specific benchmarks or timelines. Target may push back, claiming they are simply adjusting strategy, not abandoning values. There may be a compromise and agreement to reintroduce certain programs or support minority-owned vendors more publicly, or in the worst-case scenario, the meeting ends in disagreement and Sharpton moves forward with a Boy Scout. Whether the outcome, this isn't just about Target, it's a broader reflection of where America is right now. We are in a tug of war between competing visions of what companies should represent. Should they reflect and support the diversity of the country they serve, or should they aim to remain neutral? Even if that means appearing silent on major issues, is a tight rope and Target is walking it under a spotlight. One thing is certain, This won't be the last meeting of its kind. As 2025 continues to unfold, expect more CEOs and corporate boards to face similar reckonings. Consumers are no longer passive. They are informed, vocal, and increasingly driven by values. Whether it's Gen Z pushing for climate action or traditionalists demanding a return to neutral branding, the pressure on companies is intense and relentless. In coming weeks, we will see if this meeting leads to reconciliation, renewed commitment, or deepened divides. And if a boycott does emerge, we will be watching to see if it gains momentum or freezes out. What happens next will set a precedent not just for Target, but for the entire corporate world. If you find this breakdown helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. What do you think about Target's direction? Is the Sharpton meeting a step forward or just more corporate theater? Let's talk about it. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.